Chapter 52. Classes. The owners of mere labor power, the owners of capital, and the landowners, whose respective sources of income are wages, profit, and ground rent, in other words, wage laborers, capitalists, and landowners, form the three great classes of modern society based on the capitalist mode of production. It is undeniably in England that this modern society and its economic articulation is most widely and most classically developed. Even here, though, this class articulation does not emerge in pure form. Here, too, middle and transitional levels always conceal the boundaries, although incomparably less so in the countryside than in the towns. We have seen how it is the constant tendency and law of development of the capitalist mode of production to divorce the means of production ever more from labor and to concentrate the fragmented means of production more and more into large groups, i.e. to transform labor into wage labor and the means of production into capital. And this tendency also corresponds to the independent divorce of all landed property from capital and labor, or the transformation of all landed property into the form of landed property corresponding to the capitalist mode of production. The question to be answered next is what makes a class? And this arises automatically from answering another question. What makes wage laborers, capitalists, and landowners the formative elements of the three great social classes? At first sight, the identity of revenues and revenue sources. For these are three great social groups whose components, the individuals forming them, live respectively from wages, profit, and ground rent, from the valorization of their labor power, capital, and landed property. From this point of view, however, doctors and government officials would also form two classes, as they belong to two distinct social groups, the revenue of each group's members flowing from its own source. The same would hold true for the infinite fragmentation of interests and positions into which the division of social labor splits not only workers, but also capitalists and landowners. The latter, for instance, into vineyard owners, field owners, forest owners, mine owners, fishery owners, etc. At this point, the manuscript breaks off. End of Volume 3. This has been an independent production of Capital, Volumes 1 through 3 by Karl Marx. These audiobooks are entirely free and public domain, both in content and in audio.